Hello, buenas noches. This is Tamara Sweeney from Love Dominates. Agape, this actually says agape, love dominates, my 4 hearts. My 4 children are with me all the time. Today is February 19th, 2023, and this is for the targeted parents, the grandparents, alienated family members. First of all, the position that you are in tells me, if you are the rejected parent, the targeted parent or grandparent, you are the good parent. The other parent that is causing this, and I don't like using labels, but I've been watching these, quote, therapists, and I've done a lot of studies on narcissism, sociopath, psychopaths. You have married somebody with a mental illness, somebody that had a childhood trauma, that can't get over it. They will not face their fears and look into what their situation was when they were a child. They block it out of their head. They're probably drinking, they're probably doing drugs or pharma drugs or whatever to make the pain go away, instead of holding themselves accountable or finding a solution, like what really happened and why did this happen in my life. So we married somebody that had a childhood trauma, somebody that is doing something deviant, and they will never ever hold themselves accountable. They always will blame you. By the way, it's carnival here, and it's going to be really loud, so I apologize. So anyway, number 1, you are worthy of love and respect, and don't ever let anyone put you down. Don't ever, ever, ever be in a position where somebody is making fun of you, teasing you, bullying you, harassing you for your beliefs and your opinions. Who are they to judge you? The only person who should judge you is the man above. And that's it. Nobody else has the right to judge you. Not even a judge. So what I wanted to say is there's certain situations that, we're missing out with our children. They're milestones. They're, whether it's an infant or, a toddler, a teen, there's all these milestones that they go through. Whether you're a man that's alienated or a father or a mother that's alienated, it still hurts the same way. Parental alienation is a hate crime, and it is domestic violence, and it is child abuse. So don't think you're crazy. You're not a bad person. These monsters, the Alienator, is probably starting a smear campaign about you that are just full of lies, and they're manipulating the children. They're manipulating their circle of friends to also come into the regime and gang up against you. It's gangstalking. It's absolutely horrible. My main point to this video, though, is because if you watch my YouTube channel, which is Love Dominates, you'll see I have tried everything to connect with my kids. My kids, what is the reason they are not talking to me? They have anything that they came up and made up a story or, blamed it for them not talking to me for over a decade. I always can come back and explain, or if there was a situation, or it's a lie. But you can always sit down and talk to someone. So I know all the targeted parents are frustrated out there. They try emailing, they're being blocked. They try texting, they're being blocked. They try going to the house, they're being blocked. I did all this on my YouTube channel. And I did this so that people could see what a narcissist is like, what a psychopath is like. If the other parent, the alienator, loved their children, they would not do this to their children. Who cuts a parent out of one's life? That's wrong. It's wrong. But my point to you guys and the children that are alienated out there, do not believe any email that you get. Do not believe the text that you get, because they're manipulated by the alienator. So to give you an example, if I send an email, I don't know if, number one, my children are getting it. Number two, if the wording was changed and they just go ahead and give it to the child and say, see, I told you your mom hates you. I can't believe the words that she says. So I don't know what the alienator is giving them on the other side. The only way to resolve this, in my mind, is to be face to face with that child, to be talking openly and honestly with that child. And until you do that, nothing's going to be resolved. Nothing. I know I have reached out, I have given my love, but my children, not intentionally, they live in fear of their father because they saw what happened to me. If they go to me, they will be cut off. They won't have any money anymore. They won't live the lifestyle of drinking and partying and living in a fraternity house. They chose that lifestyle than having a mother in their life. So it's pretty sad, but one day they're going to have to answer to the man above, and that's going to be a hard day. But my main point is here. You don't know what your child is receiving on the other end. And you know the alienator is a liar, is a manipulator. Like in my own personal situation, when I was married to this man, he manipulated, he has my whole neighborhood. They all partnership with each other. So they all were against me. So in his business, his roofing businesses, he partnerships with all these insurance companies, these real estate investment trusts, these, it's too long to explain, but when I was living with this alienator, the circle was so big, I couldn't get out. Every person that I met as a new friend was one of their kind. They were sent to me. So you can't get out of this circle. And I know for a fact, none of my children are married that I know of, but I know for a fact, especially my daughter, and quote my words, my ex will have the son-in-law open up a roofing company. He'll be a partnership with him, but this is how he's going to be able to control his daughter. This is how he's going to be able to control all my children. My oldest son, when he was 17, told me he would make $10 million his first year working for dad, and that I would never see that kind of money. I never lived that way. I never cared about money. All I cared about was my children, and for them to learn the bare basics on how to survive in the world. Well, I didn't have enough time to teach them because they were taken from me. So anyway, you cannot get out of this regime. Our children that are alienated have supporting neighbors, have supporting family members. Anyone that supports them and doesn't stand up to the alienator or doesn't say anything to that alienator is supporting the children and supporting that alienator, saying it's okay not to have a mother in your life, or it's okay not to have a father in your life. You'll be okay. You know what? Think about when you were a child, and if you had to choose a parent, a mother or a father, how would you feel? Our children are never going to be normal. This pain is going to trickle down through generations to come. And until my kids and until your kids face you and find out the truth, and they come to us and say, please tell me your side of the story. Please tell me the truth. Because the alienator has told them something else. The alienator says she deserves what she gets. And they would murder me, and they would, this sounds horrible, piss on my grave and have no remorse whatsoever. And that's a sad thing, a very sad thing. But that's what they were taught. Just like a cult leader teaches his minions. So I'm just trying to give you guys some clarity. It's getting dark, so I'm going to stop the video. But thank you for listening. Please like and comment in the video. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right now, I'm not on Facebook. I've been blocked. Apparently, I was told they have firewalls on all my accounts. So that can only be one person that does that. So I'm tired of Facebook anyway. They control everybody, and you don't have the freedom of speech. So please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon.